But we're going to take a look at the Zenith Growth one. This would be an example of someone putting in $500,000 into this annuity. And what we're looking at here is their rate sheet. It's going to describe to us, what different indexing options do we have available. I'll kind of break it down into sections here and before we dive further into it. So we're going to look at their 1-year crediting strategies, which I typically like to use the best. There's going to be what's called a rate booster, which they're going to charge you typically about 1%. And again, this is common across a lot of different annuity companies. You're going to have the 2-year crediting strategies, and again, then just the 2-year with the fee on top of that. On the 2-year strategies, you're typically going to see higher growth potential. For example, over here, if we're looking at the S&P 500, you got a 23% cap versus just a 10% cap inside the S&P 500 for the 1 year. But if you're using a 2-year crediting system, it's going to depend from June 2025 to June 2027. How did the S&P 500 do in those 2 years? It doesn't matter what it does anywhere in between. It's just from that one point in time to the other. So if it went up, let's say, 10%, and then went down 10%, you would have seen no gain. But that's why I typically like using the 1-year crediting strategies. Even though the rates are a little bit lower, if it went up that 1 year, you get locked in at 10% for that growth. And if it went down the next year, it doesn't matter. You're now reset at that new low before it starts going back up again.